Cam, at this point, I'm sure you've either spoken to or heard about Greg Olsen, his injury. What goes through your mind when you lose a guy like that?
Well, this is the NFL, and you just have to know, the next guy up, man. Obviously, you're tormented when something like that happens. But, the optimism of it is, you're going to have him, at some point in this year. I have full faith in that Ed is going to do his job, and guys that's underneath him is going to know. I know Greg is going to coach those guys up. But more importantly, man, I'm disappointed in myself, but happy for the overall team. Just to see, how we battled and found ways to win the football game today. It wasn't pretty at all, but yet, this whole thing is about the process and trusting it. Coach spoke on it, and anytime in this league that you can get a win, you take it and you run with it. So we're not going to apologize for that. I just have to know as a player and personal challenges to myself that I have to be better, and I will be better.
Why specifically are you disappointed in yourself?
Just the accuracy, and just knowing that, the expectations that I have for myself, missing layups like that, is uncalled for. I wish I had about 2 or 3 balls back, but that's in every single game. And, with those balls completed, the outcome of the game is potentially different. But yet, that's the nature of the beast. I'm not going to be a pessimistic person about this whole thing. I'm just excited that we found a way to win the football game. Relying upon our strong, stingy defense, and just got to get ready for New Orleans next week.
You twist your ankle a little bit, Cam?
Yes. I was a little scared, but it'll be all right.
What, other than the misses, what do you think was kind of out of kilter with the offense?
Just have to score. It wasn't really nothing out of. Let's speak facts, right? Anytime you control the ball for that long, you're doing something right. Right, we had key injuries, unbeknown injuries to this day, and to the last minute with 2 captains, with Greg as well as Ryan. All right, also, we just have to find ways to, just put the ball in the last rectangle on the football field, and that's all it comes down to. It wasn't like we were stagnant on offense. We were moving the football. We just got to find ways to move the ball. And then when you're going against your coaching staff, that's also familiar with what you do, what you like to do, and pretty much have your own playbook at their disposal. That could become a challenge in itself. But yet through it all, you still have to find ways to win football games, and we did.
Ron said your throw to Ed last week, you got too excited. Was it the same thing today with Ed and Christian, or is it just?
I don't know what it was. It was incomplete. So no matter how I was feeling, I can't keep having those little mishaps. But let me check myself. I just have to trust the whole process. And even though we see what's going on, I see what's going on. And it's not happening the way I want it to happen, I know in the back of my mind, things are going to, shake. And as we're going right now, things are already shaking the way we want to. So, we're good. I'm good. I'm just knowing what my expectations are for myself. And it starts with me as his team leader, knowing that, offensively, my job is to put points up on the football, on the scoreboard. We didn't have a touchdown today, and I'm disappointed at that. But we will get better, and I know that.
Cam, you guys had a lot of early success, especially with those chunk routes in the seam and over the top. When they started bringing the blitz a lot heavier and dialing that up a little bit, did you change the plan at all?
It wasn't about changing the plan. It's about you staying on rhythm. We know that defense is likes to bring different exotic looks. When the down the distance are favorable. We can't be in 3rd and 8s or 3rd and 12s or 2nd and longs and expecting, good things to happen for them to, stay soft in coverage. We knew that, and that we just had to stay on top of that moving forward.
Do you feel like Sean McDermott, just because he knows you, found some ways to frustrate you at all today?
I wasn't frustrated. It wasn't nothing that he did to frustrate me. These were self-inflicted frustration things. Sean McDermott has an unbelievable defense, very stout up front, guys in the secondary that can make plays and will make plays. Hell, I mean, you got guys in the secondary that was with us all last year. So, anytime you're with a person for, multiple years, 6 years to be exact, he knows certain things that can, ruffle the lion's feathers. But at the end of the day, it was nothing that we weren't prepared for, and that's just an attribute to great coaching and just a great week of practice. But through it all, I have to be better, and I will be better, and that's where my frustration lies in myself.
There were many games that were similar to this last year that you guys didn't come out on the winning end of. What does it say about maybe the makeup of this group to pull this one out?
Well, the season's still early. I think with our veteran leadership, that's key. Guys growing up at the back end, the front end, offensively, guys believing in the plan, trusting in this whole process. And we know that everything is not going to be lily white. It's not going to be a walk in the park. That's not how this league is created. Every week is a challenge. We have to mend up as a team and not feel sorry for ourselves and get ready to go starting tomorrow.
What's Ed Dixon bring to this unit?
I don't think we pretty much miss anything. Now, granted, Greg is an extremely key artery for our team as well as this offense. But yet, I think Ed is ready for the blossom, and he's a diamond in the rough. I don't want to put too much on Ed, but he's been making plays for us, very subtle. Over the years, and that's why he's been somewhat of our unsung hero. And hopefully we are going to be expecting big things from him, and knowing that he's going to pick the gun up and keep shooting.
What's it like when you go through warm-ups and Ryan Khalil's there, and then when you come out and they're like, no?
Yeah, that was weird. That was really weird. But yet, you just got to roll with the punches. It just has to happen. Bucky. He has an explicit nickname, so I can't call him that. But, he had a great game, and just knowing that the confidence is in him, knowing that if that situation happens or anybody else moving forward, they're well prepared and ready for the moment.
Sorry, Tyler Larson's nickname is Bucky? Is that what you're...
Yeah, Bucky.
Why?
You ever seen the movie Bucky Larson?
Yeah.
Yeah, well...
That you would be able to come back? You didn't miss a snap, but went to the tent, you worked around and
Say it
passed
one more
on.
time, sir.
How confident were you that you would be able to come back after the ankle injury?
Man, it was scary. I didn't even want to say what I thought happened. When you hear it, crunch up, and just a lot of cartilage moving, from the previous injury. But just knowing, man, when you get the blood back flowing and you start walking on it and everything's, picks up, and you just gain confidence in it. That was big for us. I'm just, like I say, man, I felt good in that last drive. We felt great. We were moving the football. That's Panther football at its finest. We just have to find ways to get the ball in the end zone inside the 5-yard line, man. And there's no excuse that can fix this one. I know Coach Shula and Coach Dorsey, as well as Coach Rivera, is going to be scheming things up moving forward, and I'm excited for it. And it all starts with me. If I complete that pass, we're having a different tone in this whole interview. But I'm optimistic for the future, and things will get better.